none of your business.
Hello everybody, Professional Bathrobe Gamer here. Today we're going to be talking about the new list that I have crafted, i.e. Dawn Spiders. Thankfully I managed to get enough epic wild cards so that I could craft myself a set of Dawn Speakers, which was the main card keeping me from creating the list. So now I can show you guys off this deck. This deck was really powerful beforehand. I believe it's still powerful. It's just simply tuned out by the other spider deck, but I believe this deck actually beats the other Noxus spider deck thanks to all the removal and interaction it has. The reason I'm liking this deck more than like the Sharks list that I've been playing of late is mainly for the fact that you can run so much early game removal like Vile Feast and it actually benefit you. And of course we run like double Detain and double Radiant Guardian, which are amazing as well. But the whole deck is based around Dawn Speakers and killing things to give your board a buff and to grind your opponent out ever so slowly. It's kind of a combination of an aggro and mid-range deck. It's kind of like in between those things, you know? You have your standard package of Curse Keeper with Ravenous Butcher, and this version we're running Chronicler of Ruin, which allows us to pop open the Curse Keeper and then summon another Curse Keeper, which is absolutely fantastic as we have plenty of ways of killing off our own Curse Keepers. The only thing I don't like about the deck is I think there could be a way to fit in Mark of the Isles. I think this card has a lot of potential, especially after playing the mid-range Hecarim deck. I believe this card can do very well in a list like this, just simply what to cut out considering the deck is very finite on space as the flex spots have been taken up by Detain. I understand why Unguard is in here, as Challenger can, as if your board is very wide, giving everything Challenger makes it so you get to dictate combat, which means you get to choose how much damage your opponent is taking, and then they'll die. That's why Elise, in her upgraded form, is so strong, is because she allows you to choose how combat goes out instead of letting your opponent choose, which is very powerful. And of course, yes, this deck does have Elise. Enough of the chit chatter. We're going to be playing a game in ranked here. I did manage to finally hit gold 3 again. I think this is like the third time I've hit it. Oh, Fiora. Going up against Fiora, Demacia, Ionia. This is like the Combat Tricks variant, I'm going to guess. Name is very suggestive. So in this matchup, we need to be as aggressive as possible. So Radiant Guardian, you're a go. Glimpse Beyond, you're gone. We're going to keep the Hapless Aristocrat to play on 1, to attack on 1. And then we're probably going to dump the Vanguard Redeemer. Like, we need like Dawn Speakers for this to work well. We do get the Piggy and Elise, so and we do have a little bit of removal here. Play the Aristocrat on 1.
Lady Elise, where are you?
Alright, no turn 1. We get 1 extra damage on our opponent here. Now what we can do, a nice little trick next turn, is we can play Elise, attack with her, and then proc open the Hapless Aristocrat for the Piggy. Although we could have played this on turn 1 with the spider. That might have been. But it wouldn't have allowed us to do this. Actually, is this better? Yes, it's better. It's better to do it now before we take the 2 damage, I believe. Because I was thinking, maybe it's better. No, it's not better. We do have a Detain for Fiora, which is really nice. Here we're going to pop open the Aristocrat so we can attack with 5 power in total. That was a mistake by me, by the way. You should have played this turn 1, as that would have been about 3 less health the opponent would have had. That was a mistake by me. This is like my 4th game with the deck, so hold back your animosity. Our opponent's probably dumbfounded that we even play that card, probably. Here we are going to be aggressive and take our 5 damage while we can. as this is usually the turn they'll develop Fiora.
Hey, Krabby.
He does develop another Green Glade duo, and then we will develop the
I
Elise.
pull the strings.
End around. Alright, we do have Detain mana up. Probably going to put it on the Piggy, depending on what we get. Ooh. So he still has 3 mana up to play like a Deny or whatever. And now he does not, so we are going to steal that now. Oh yeah, so I forgot. Thank you. We're going to detain this to ruin his tempo here. He is going to pull the Elise and deal the damage to it, but that's completely fine because he can't block it next turn. Thank you.
I demand satisfaction. Aha!
He's going to kill a Spidey. That's completely fine.
You dare!
Alright, we are going to get this nice juicy damage in on our opponent. He is playing a Fiora deck, so I'm going to guess that combat tricks are going to be coming our way. Which I probably should not have attacked with Elise now that I think of it. But it does force him to put a card into it. I don't believe it comes back with the ability, like with the buffs, so that's completely fine. Does it come back with the buffs? That's actually a good question. No, it does not. So we effectively purified that creature, which I'm completely fine with.
Step lightly.
Alright, we're going to play the Fleet Feather Tracker. And then play the Vanguard Redeemer. It's getting a little iffy against our opponent, but we do have the ultimate late game here. Although I don't believe we're doing very well. He's going to probably challenger this back at me. I'm going to take a drink here. Ooh, did he get on guard? That might change the next turn. We might just save the mana so that we can unguard and play Rhasa in the same turn next turn. We're going to take 4 and he's going to heal for 2. That's completely fine. If you didn't know that, this little eye can help you figure out how much damage you're going to take and such. We are going to play the Redeemer here as it does not affect how much mana we have this round. Next turn, you're going to see a really good play of unguard. He is going to play the rally. That's completely fine.
The advantage is mine.
Gonna steal this. That's completely fine. He is trying to heal up and kill us, but not gonna happen. Pass.
Words move hearts and armies.
That is a little annoying. But we can start stealing stuff. Alright, we are going to on guard, actually. So, he might have deny for the Rhasa, so we want him to play his mana first. So we are going to unguard. Unguard! Oh, that's funny. You. I believe that's the best way of doing this, as that's just going to block anyways. It's the best way here. We simply just want something to die and this to die so we can play Rhasa right after. He is going to back-to-back that. That's completely fine. I'm completely fine with that. He means he cannot deny, so he did fuck himself over there. Yep. Alright, it's going to be his turn. Hopefully he doesn't have a play. 2 mana, there's not much he could actually play creature-wise. Ooh. It sucks. That sucks he got that. Oh well, we're going to play the Rhasa anyways. It'll kill the Dawn Speaker and the Fleet Feather. He did play that correctly there. We do still have this to deal with, but we have a Rhasa and a Commander Lidros coming next turn, so we'll be fine. Just annoying, that's all. Just annoying. You gotta put the pressure onto him. He's gonna lose 13 next turn, but we're on a 2-turn clock right now. End turn. Oh, it does not get it doesn't keep the buff because back to back. I forgot. Lidros is getting dropped next turn. Well, this turn, I believe. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to
They
play.
cannot
That's
strike
completely
what they cannot
fine.
see.
Play Lidros. He's gonna take. Could have another back-to-back, which would spell a little bit of doom for us. Gonna go down. Oh, I should have played that after he attacked. That was my mistake. Oh well. Alright, we are going to swing with everything, and then we have a Radiant Guardian next turn. He can only block one of these, as he only has one thing with plus 3 attack. He is going to take... He's going to be at -1, so he does have to block another, which he does. He can't have a Rhasa, because he's not playing Shadow Isles. Fine, and we still keep the Lidros on the board. Gonna play something.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Okay. We're gonna play the Radiant Guardian.
Virtue guides me.
Ooh, come on. Wait, it's our turn to attack next turn. Wait, no, it is not.
Ancestors are watching.
That's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. So we gotta like top deck a detain.
That egg. Did it
Detain. The Vile Feast, detain. Glimpse Beyond, that's not enough. Alright, that's game there. Well, you can see how close that was. If he didn't top deck the Empyrean there, we would have probably have won. So, good game in general. Yeah, I can't block. See if we would have drawn. If we would have just drawn like Detain or the Vile Feast, we would have been fine there. There was a lot of cards there that saved us. Oh well. Good game by our opponent. He played that correctly. That was a good game in general. Like I said, the only reason he won there was because he top decked the Empyrean. So, have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.